Right, take two. So, Auntie, we left off. Can't even remember, but we're gonna start off again. So, um, do you consider yourself political, or when you grew up, when the riots was going on, the grandma was she political? Was she a Black Panther? Did she advocate for herself? What was that climate like?
Well, we was into the Black Panther movement because we went to Inner City Sub Center with Paul Taylor. So we would have our meetings there. And
Was he a Black Panther?
no, he believed in the movement though.
Okay.
And so they had us reading in the movement as well and kept us, with Martin Luther King before he died. Because Martin Luther King died when I was 14.
Oh.
I was out there, I was working, and I was delivering yellow page books. And that's when they paid you 4 cents a book.
4 cents?
When you deliver them, that's what you get. But that was like big time when we was, because everybody on the block had phones. So we had to deliver phone books and yellow pages to everybody.
Wow.
But it was a lot of work.
Yes, it was. Them phone books was heavy back then.
Very heavy because they was nothing like what we have now.
Oh my God! The phone book was almost just as tall as that.
Yes. And that car would sit low because it was so loaded with books.
So the political what was Grandma's take on what was going on with Dr. King and do you remember the day he got shot?
It was March. I don't know what date. I did know what date, but the mind is not going back there today.
Right, right.
Yeah, but it was March, and it was, what was it? What year was it? 1960. I don't know.
I think it was 64 when he died.
Okay. All right, 1964. Because we was delivering papers. And everybody...
Smartphone.
When Jimmy just had to get in there, didn't he?
So wait a minute. So he got shot. Were you working? Did everybody scream? And I know the riot started, but what happened before that? Like, did y'all watch him on TV doing speeches and stuff like everybody else? Y'all would watch the march on? Yeah, y'all would watch the march on. Or did y'all watch the march on Washington?
Yes, we did.
Y'all had a TV at home? Okay. Oh, y'all was living good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because in the South, we only had the one TV because you could only watch TV in one room. That's when the whole family sat in that room to watch TV.
Right, not like now. Everybody got their own separate, and it's awful.
And life was so much better when it was like that.
So when he died and stuff, then the riot started. But are you political? Are you? What's your take on politics?
I used to be like Angela Davis. I wanted to be out there, but I know it's dangerous when you try to be out there. Yeah. And Mama always said, "Let it go."
Right. She just wanted to keep her kids safe. How would you describe your sense of humor? Do you have a sense of humor?
I had a very good sense, but somewhere in between I lost it.
I remember you was the funnest auntie. Yeah, you definitely had.
I could have anybody and everybody laughing at any time. I just love life. I still do.
All right, sweetheart.
All right, I'll be back. Bye.
What's your hobbies, Auntie? Did you like to do anything? What was your hobbies before you retire? And then, what do you think is some stuff you want to do now?
What I want to do now, I can't, is get around. I love shopping.
Mm.
I love going to just look around and shop around.
Mhm.
But it took everything from me, and now I'm not even driving. I go to my doctor on the 18th. He say he want to try this new medication out,
Mhm.
and hopefully I can gain that, because you can gain your walking back.
Right.
Yeah, but when you stressed out,
It takes that ability
takes
away.
too much out of you.
So what?
You also asked me something about my dad. Right?
Yes, I want to. Yes. What did you know about him, and what kind of? Yeah, I would love to know about him.
Dad was always a giving man, especially to his children. He always loved to see his kids happy. And he loved kids, period.
I guess I ought to have as many as he had.
And when
funny.
we came here, he would always get the grandkids to be there too, because he just loved all of his kids around him.
Wow.
Yeah, he loved kids. He was like my husband.
Wow.
My husband liked kids too.
Oh, Jimmy like kids?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. I don't even know what I'm saying. Of course he does. Everybody's kids come to him.
After they change, they sell.
So your granddad, so granddaddy is, how did he treat you? What kind of individually?
He treated me so special because I guess I look so much like him in a way, and then now that I see Mama all in me.
Mm-hmm.
But I had that long, silky black hair when I was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And Daddy used to take me everywhere he wanted to show me out.
Right.
And that's why I told Ashley, he's always say make black shine. So
Right.
I always, Georgia would do my hair and it'd be so silky straight. And it wasn't no perm or nothing.
You had to, how did you guys do your hair back then? Like the straightening comb?
You'll get water and oil.
And that's just all you had good hair then. So you didn't need nothing but that.
It was just wave.
Yeah.
Like Tanya now.
Oh.
It was just like that. All our hair was like that.
Okay.
And then we got introduced to perms and stuff.
Right.
And I never did that.
Right. Wow. My hair is kind of like that too.
It still is. Yours is.
Wow. So we got that from Granddad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was wave here. He'll just wet it and put oil and water. Water and grease. And it would just wave up.
Who taught you how to drive first? Him?
My dad.
He taught. What was
he
that?
Just told me the key.
Did it? What was that? What was that first? Where did you guys do it at? Down south or up here?
Up here.
Okay.
Because I was 15.
Okay.
And he gave me the key. And I was scared, so I gave him to Marjorie because Marjorie was driving her dad's car.
Okay. She was already driving before you.
Mhm. And so I went to school for it. Then I went to driver's training at Persian High School.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there, and I would have finished there, but when we was coming home, walking down 7 Mile, it was nothing but whites there.
Oh.
And they said, "Horace, get off out." When me and Marjolaine, we was walking, they say, "Horace, get off our street."
The same 7 Mile I grew up on, the same Persian high school I went to is nothing but white people?
It was nothing but white people.
Wow.
Wasn't no blacks over here, up there.
How did that whole migration, how did they leave the city so fast? How did that happen?
The riots made them leave the city.
Oh.
They was here when Georgia first moved over there.
It was still white people.
Mm-hmm.
So they trickled down. They just little by little they got out of there. Wow.
And the one that didn't leave, they got old and died.
Because they couldn't afford to leave or just didn't want
They
to.
got old and died, and
Oh.
the kids didn't want to stay here.
Okay.
So they left.
Wow. So when they told that, so did y'all was scared but you came from the south? Did anybody ever call you the N word down south, or did anybody threaten you down?
No.
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 Nobody never played you down south?
No.
Oh, y'all from Mississippi.
That's the worst place to
I
me.
know.
They say Alabama was.
I
No,
think Mississippi
Mississippi.
is.
When I came through Alabama on the bus from Mississippi, they had signs still out in 1972, and it say blacks only. They still had in 1972. They
What?
had a sign that said black only. You couldn't drink from their fountain.
In 1972.
Mhm.
And they probably would build today if they could have it that
I
way.
know it was supposed to have been abolished, but it wasn't.
Of
Yeah,
course.
like that in Birmingham. A cafe, whites only. I didn't know. Cause I come from the country. I was there sit down and order me
Don't take no picture.
a milk or something. What?
It ain't your turn, Jimmy.
Yeah, not
But
turn
so-
till another time.
Yeah, I'll come over tomorrow to do you.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Saturday. It's my only
Give-
time.
Give yourself a shave.
It's
and
my only
get
time.
a
So
haircut.
tomorrow I'll do it. I'll come over tomorrow. So this is my only weekend. You gotta do it before I go to Japan.
When you going to Japan?
At the end of the month.
Okay, let us finish.
I
this.
thought I showed you how to drive. I make you wasn't driving. And I gave you the keys to the car.
Wait.
I give them to May Rand because she had no license.
Wait a minute, you ain't no, so she's supposed to be finishing the story on how she didn't finish school. The
Oh, okay,
driver's
go
ed.
ahead.
So we supposed to get to that part.
Uh-huh.
Don't look at Shirley's
Don't
face.
leave it out.
Make sure Jeff, when you edit this, make sure you have Shirley's face looking like that.
I know that's right, because I'm so mad.
That's so
right now.
Okay, so going back to the driver's ed and the white folks calling y'all the N-word, getting off the street.
Mhm.
Well, how did y'all get home? Did y'all get on the bus?
We ended up walking all the way from 7 Mile and Ryan all the way from down to Van Dyke, and that's when the name calling started. And 7 Mile and Van Dyke, when the white people told us to get off they blocks, and they walked us all the way down.
They walked y'all?
Booing us away. I guess they must have, we was young.
Right.
I
They
guess
some
they
cowards.
thought we was out there prostituting,
Oh.
but we wasn't doing none of that. We was coming from Persian, from the driver's training. And when
Were
we
these
was
old people, grown-ups doing this?
Young people.
20-some years old,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah. And we didn't get a bus, and we walked from 7 Mile all the way down to David Avenue.
Oh, my God. That's a
And
long
when
way.
we got to David Avenue, Miss Price and Mr. Price, that's the only time I seen them mad.
Oh.
Because they said, Marjorie, you know to call home if somebody didn't pick. Georgia and Big Jane was supposed to pick us up.
What was they were doing something else.
Drinking.
Too
They
funny.
They was drunk.
They right. They was already drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So that discouraged you from going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't get my license until I met Jimmy Kill. That's in 1979. I got my license, and I used your mom's car
Okay.
and the insurance to go get my license.
Okay. So did so Jimmy actually did teach you how to drive?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
The way he really, because I was a nervous driver, and he took me around how to drive. You know how those curves is coming around how to drive.
Oh yeah.
If you can drive that, you can drive anything.
That's so true.
And it was at nighttime.
Oh no, yeah, that
And I had, with the eye problems I had.
was
Yeah, didn't know part of it was from
MS. Right. If we could have caught it early, it would have been so much different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see. What's the most? Have you ever? What trips have you been on? What's the most? What's the prettiest place you've been? Can you explain the most beautiful experience you've had in a place?
The most beautiful place.
Mhm.
I guess when me and my husband, Jimmy, when we went to Florida, we went to what is it?
Mobile.
We went to
Mobile Bay. Not Florida.
it was the Florida coastline
Okay.
in Mobile.
Okay.
Mobile Bay.
We didn't go to Mobile Bay.
That's what we was, Mobile Bay.
It ain't your turn, Jimmy.
But she can get it messed up.
It was the Florida coastline,
Okay.
and it was a Marriott set there at the coastline. And we went from there to Mobile on the boat. The
Oh,
next day we was on a cruise,
really?
and it was beautiful. His
Wow.
dad was on the cruise. We hadn't been married that long, and we had the greatest time.
Wow.
Friday was there. We danced on the boat,
Okay.
and they had awesome food. Everything on it tastes so good. So that was the best experience. Cause I used to when I was a wee bitty lad. I was like 17 and 18. I would go swimming at night in what is it? When I went to Sterling State Park. That's when I was out there wild,
Mm-hmm.
skinny dipping.
What?
We weren't married then.
No, we wasn't.
That's funny.
I think I was about 18, 19.
That's all right.
I had a good time.
Yeah, stupid years.
That's what you're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
That's right.
That's why I can be happy now because I did all that.
Absolutely.
Everybody is stupid.
How and then what point is life if you can't live? You could be 100 and didn't do anything. That's a waste to me. If
Yes,
you
it is. You didn't have no life.
Nope. That's just like Eddie Murphy's brother dying at 57. But look what he's lived. Look what he's seen. Look what his life was. It just you can't measure that.
No, you cannot.
So we all gotta go, but it's all how you live it.
That's right.
Well, I like swim. I like fishing.
It's not your turn, Jimmy.
Oh, I'm not on there.
Just stay out of it, please.
Keep things right.
That's
Get
funny.
jumping all over the place.
So, so anyway, so the cruise was the most beautiful thing.
Yes.
So, have you ever been any place else on vacation? Or what's the longest trip that you've taken? That Mississippi drive? Because I can't stand it.
I love to drive. I love to ride down there. I just going to Florida was the longest trip.
Yeah, it is.
We had to stay in Birmingham, and we left Birmingham the next day to go to Mobile, and Mobile down there where we were stationed at Battleship Park.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorites? Oh, first I want to ask you, have you ever had a pet?
Did I ever have a pet?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I had a cat.
How old were you? And what's the cat name?
I had a cat when I was, how old, Jimmy? That haven't been that long.
Oh, you recently had a cat?
Yeah, on Charlemagne.
Oh, I didn't know you had a pet.
I was always afraid of cats and stuff because I got scratched up by a mountain lion when I was, how old was I? I was about 8 years old. He tore my whole face off.
What?
They kept me packed with black salve until my face healed up.
How did that happen, Shirley?
I was up under we had peach trees and plum trees and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I was laying under there because I had seen this, I thought it was a cat.
Uh-huh.
And it was the prettiest, fattest cat I ever seen in my life. Mama said that was a mountain lion.
Oh, you was trying to play with it?
I was talking about kitty, 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 and all I know is I was out. And I didn't wake up, and when I did, I just felt like my whole face had been ripped apart.
So who saved you? What happened?
When Mama got home, I didn't go to no hospital. They got black salve.
So she fixed you.
Mm-hmm. And didn't know that could have been part of why this MS is.
Yeah.
Because I probably needed shots then.
It kind of probably had rabies or something.
There was a mountain
There
lion.
wasn't no mountain lion.
So how?
It was a
So
bobcat.
so who was the How did they get it off you? Did so his other
left
kid?
me there.
Oh, so nobody else was around.
No.
Oh.
Little James was around there somewhere, but he didn't see that happening.
So that means that
And it was a bobcat. I give him credit for that.
There was a mountain lion here left
It
with her
was
in
a
his mouth.
bobcat.
So the bobcat so at least he didn't kill you.
No.
So that was a blessing. So
Yeah.
he
And
probably
all
thought.
I know is Mama kept putting salve on my face. You couldn't rub it because it would rubbed it off.
Right.
They just kept it wrapped.
Wow. So she was in the field at this time working.
Yeah.
That
show you when kids are left unattended,
What can
all
happen?
kind of things happen.
Right. Oh. So can you remember anything else that have anything up and happened to any of your siblings that you remember?
I remember when little James and Bessie and we went outside because Daddy had a whole bunch of cars. They was like, now he could have got a mint for those cars.
The old cars?
They didn't even have a scratch on them.
Wow.
But they just wasn't running.
Mm-hmm.
So we siphoned the gas out of the cars. We got a hose. We got a bucket. We siphoned it, but we swallowed a whole lot of it.
Oh my God.
And all three of us were so sick, we were coughing, and then we end up just laid out and looking at the sky, and it was like three of everything. We all saw the same thing.
Y'all just about poison, about to go down.
It could have died.
Yeah.
Yeah. But God took care of it.
Right.
That's all I can say.
So wait, what was y'all gonna do with the siphon gas?
Give it to Dad and make him proud.
Oh, this little kid's doing stuff. Yeah, I see.
We always wanted to make Mama or Daddy proud.
I see.
Because when Mama used to come home from work, after I done finished what she told me to do, I had some hot soapy water. You know, we didn't have hot water coming out of the sink.
Mm-hmm.
So we would boil water. So I had soapy water for Mama.
But you didn't have like a regular sink, and how was your house set up?
Huh?
How was your house set up then?
They had big round tub.
Oh,
But I had got a foot tub.
okay.
And I had it filled with soapy water for Mama when she come out of the field. And I told her to sit down, and I would rub her leg and feet and put oil and stuff on it. She say, Shirley, you always doing something nice. You's a sweet child.
Aw,
Mm-hmm.
that was a lot of work for her to
It
do.
was.
Wow.
And she said it made her proud that I thought enough to do that for her.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the conversation that her and Granddad had about taking y'all to Detroit? What that conversation was like, and how did they come to that agreement? And so
We didn't, it wasn't our choice. The grown-up deal with grown-up, you know, Daddy came here like 3 years before he sent for us.
so he was here before us
Uh-huh.
a whole time.
To set up a place for us to move into
I see.
and work.
Okay. So what did Granddad work at when he got here?
He worked for Ramlin Motor Company. It's been out of existence long as I can remember. It didn't last that long. It was a company called Ramlin Motor Company.
So
Everybody Boulevard.
okay,
East Grand Boulevard.
by the
Forward East Grand
Packer
Boulevard.
plant.
Yeah.
No, East Grand Boulevard and and
It was by the Packer plant.
That's by the 94, the Packer plant.
the Packer plant and East Square Boulevard.
That's where the Packer plant
And
is.
Helen Street over there.
She know that.
That's where my dude was staying when I came up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your story next, Jimmy.
No, it's not.
You want to tell it so bad, Shirley.
I know. He's trying to get in any way he can.
That is so funny. You can't wait. So, yeah. So anyway, so Granddaddy worked at the Packer plant, and then did Grandma work when she got here, or she just retired?
No, Mama was working. She was working at Cadillac Booker and Vine on Mac. It was the Chrysler plant on Mac.
She worked at the plant?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And then they just was part-time help.
Mm-hmm.
And Daddy, once they found out, they sent him for a test. Daddy had diabetes so bad that they let him go. So they let him off on disability because
Wow.
he had diabetes so bad.
Oh.
Which I'm now going through.
You got diabetes too?
Yeah, I just found out in the last month.
Wow.
That's why I have to watch what I eat. too.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. It is. They say it's hereditary.
It is. And both parents had it, you know, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a beautiful thing that I waited this long to get me.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Because I'm 62 years old and that's the first I heard of.
You don't have to take the shots or anything, do you?
No.
Oh, good.
Mm-mm.
So you've caught
He
it.
just gave me a pill this last time. The first time he didn't give me anything, he just told me the diet, you know, watch what I take in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going through the neurologist, not neurologist, I'm going through the whatever. She's training me how to eat.
Okay.
Dietitian.
Okay. The nutritionist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She's
Good.
a dietitian.
Okay. So did you when your dad since Jimmy taught you how to drive, and how did you did your dad teach you how to date, or how did that whole maybe I shouldn't, that's not a good question, although I would probably ask this question too.
No, don't be afraid.
How did you get to dating? Did your dad be like, okay, that boy can't go? How did the boyfriend, with him having so many girls, how did he handle you guys? Did
He said, long as he's coming from a respectable family, it was fine to date. But they couldn't stay there too long.
Oh, so y'all had like they can come
We
over.
had a room that you date.
Oh.
Yeah, what they used to call it, a parlor.
Oh, so they could come over for a little while and then they had to leave.
Then they could leave.
So wow, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So since the boys up north I'm sure was raised so differently, did they understand those rules, or did they have the same?
Yeah, they
Okay.
went with it. They
Okay.
went with the rule.
Okay. So
They ain't had no choice.
right. Oh, you got brothers too.
A lot of them.
Yes. Too funny. So your brothers, out of all of them, who do you think is your favorite in the terms of you being closest to, and why is that?
Robert.
And who was
He died.
Can you tell me a little bit about Robert?
Robert and we looked so much alike. It was scary. And Robert always been the protector of the family with the sister.
Wow.
And he always made sure he stayed close contact with the sister.
Mhm.